Pierre Prevost spent parts of 3 seasons of the Clinton Comets, good enough to win 2 championships and remain part of the community. He talked to us about where the journey began as we bring you another installment of Grass Routes Through Utica, presented by the Indium Corporation.
Back in 1967, 68, when they had the expansion, they went to NHL to 10 teams, and I was drafted by Minnesota North Star, and ended up with Ren Blair, which he was with the Clinton Comets, and got sent down to Clinton, and went to training camp and ended up making the team.
I want to know about what Saturday nights were like in Clinton. Tell me about Saturday nights.
Saturday night, I look at picture right now on Facebook, and I saw a picture at one time that there was a cloud of smoke, and the players were skating, and I said to myself, "Wow, we played in those days when people were smoking in the arena, and but the fans were really." There was no glass. It was only the mesh at the end of both ends, and the fans were always in it, you know. And you're hitting somebody along the boards, and you're right in the people's face. You know what I mean? It was just, it's almost like everybody's right on top of you and cheering you on. You know, it was really wild.
I want to ask you, and it's a general question, but one of your favorite moments, if you look back, maybe not just in '68. Obviously, you won championships, so that's something. But you look back and say, you know, this is something I will never forget this moment. Maybe a big goal.
Well, I didn't score too many goals. But it's just the fact that I think being part of the team, I was surprised that I have made the team at that young age, at 20 years old. And I've always cherished to be part of it, you know. I think my biggest moments was just to be there, be able to play, you know.
All right, I'm going to give you a name, and you tell me, give me an attribute, okay? I'll give you a name, you tell me the first thing comes in your mind. Jack Kane.
Jack Kane. He was our captain, and when I first came here, he was always very helpful, and he was a very good hockey player. Jack was our leader, a very good skater. And he centered our top line of that year. We only had 9 forwards, and these guys were unbelievable. I mean, Jack Kane was a great leader, a good hockey player.
Dave Armstrong.
Dave was a very good stick handler. He could really shoot the puck. He didn't shoot enough, and but he can also pass the puck very well. A good playmaker.
All right. This is a tough one now. Tell us what you think about Borden Smith.
Borden Smith, he didn't back check too much. I hope he doesn't hear that. I hope he's not here that night.
Hopefully he doesn't hear it.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
But the guy could put the puck in the net. He was the guy that could, if he needed a goal, he was the guy that would put it in there. You know what I mean? He had a great shot.
You laid your foundations here in Utica. You stayed in Utica. What do you take away from this city that you're now a part of and you have been for quite some time?
This area right here has been great for me. I mean, I spent about 15 years of teaching kids hockey in a hockey program, and I have a lot of memories with that, you know. And a lot of these kids today, this is interesting too, because a lot of these kids today, they're about 30 years old, or 35, and they come back and they say, "Hi, Mr. Prevost." And I have to think, I says, wow, who is that kid? You know what I'm saying? But as soon as they mentioned their name, I knew who they are.
Right.
But they changed so much, you know what I
Right.
mean? So it's really interesting, you know.